Frieza log, Dr. Giro, how do these dates on this planet work? Hey guys, DB right here, and today I am continuing with What If Frieza Survived, and this was one of my earlier what ifs that I started. I only did the one part 2, and I guess it was more or less around the time where I started getting more into what ifs, and yeah, so, and since I'm currently stuck on the Barney Marathon what if right now, I haven't quite figured out how to press on yet. I thought I'll at least do another issue of this one while I've got some new ideas for this one, you know, fresh in my head. And I'm also going to be trying out the old way I used to edit these videos, where we saw, you know, a little, like an image pop up on the corner here while I talked, rather than just my small square on the main image behind me. You know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, without further ado, let's continue on with the story. Now, we last left off with Frieza, after being essentially exiled by his own father from the Frieza Empire. He basically ended up on Earth, where he was found by the Dr. Gero himself and was restored as a bio-android, just like 17 and 18. Even having his arm and all the other cybernetic features removed and replaced with these biogenetically grown arms and other replacement pieces that were essentially cloned by the good doctor, thanks to his knowledge of biogenetics. And yes, Frieza woke up and his power is immensely stronger. You know how 17 and 18 were normal people before they got their limitless energy? Got that limitless energy by Dr. Gero when they became androids? Imagine what that would do for Frieza, who's already a freakish powerhouse. It's very possible that Frieza could even transform into Golden Frieza at this point, or at the very least maybe a 5th form. I'd probably go with a 5th form at this point. We don't want to make him too strong now, do we? And it would be more believable. Alright, so with that in mind, we are now continuing with the story. Now, Dr. Gero and Frieza have made their little pact. In return of Frieza, you know, getting rid of their mutual enemy, Goku, Dr. Gero promises not to get in Frieza's way when it comes time to get revenge for his father, which, needless to say, is pretty much right now. With Goku pretty much still flying in orbit. Now, I realized in the last part I had him land, and he had his discussion with Trunks, but I kind of felt like I made a mistake with part 1, so there's a slight change here. So, Goku is still in his sand pod, on their way, and he has sensed 2 high power levels orbiting the Earth. This would be King Cold and Cooler. Cooler, who was brought back into commission after the failure of Lord Frieza. I suppose King Cold could have spawned a different offspring, but obviously someone like Frieza didn't make the cut. Also, perhaps the galaxy is better off having someone who's a lot like him after all. So, he's decided to give Cooler another chance. However, the years have not made Cooler any less forgiving towards his father, who's basically planning to off him the first chance he gets. After all, Cooler has achieved his 5th form, and is currently stronger than what King Cold is. However, he will bide his time. He will not be taking the Empire from him this time. However, that just might be what Frieza does right now. Frieza, who can also now sense energy, detects that his father and brother are up there, and that they pretty much intend to wipe out the planet, and basically Frieza tells Dr. Gero, if you don't let me go up there and deal with this right now, you're not going to be able to have your revenge on Goku, clear? Besides, you said you wouldn't get in my way. And well, before Dr. Gero could even protest this, Frieza was gone. Now, the thing is, because Frieza is now an android, the Dragon Team can't sense his energy. all they can sense right now is King Cold and Cooler. They have no idea Frieza is around. They can't sense him at all. And well, they're about to get a big surprise later on. So, with Future Trunks, who's now arriving at the timeline now, he senses that King Cold and Cooler are up there, which in this Future Trunks' timeline is actually supposed to happen. So he is expecting this, so he's keeping his distance from the time being. And, well, while King Cold and Cooler are taking a bit of a look on the planet Earth, they're getting ready to destroy it, while suddenly Android Frieza makes his appearance. Huh? Frieza? What are you doing here? Oh, I see you've come to get your revenge. Of course you have. And I was beginning to feel like you wouldn't ever regain your nerve.
Oh, please, Father. I'm here to get revenge, all right, but right now, it's my revenge against you.
What? You would dare raise your hand to me again, boy? Have you forgotten what happened last time?
And well, this is where they notice that Frieza's cybernetic implants are gone, and that he's pretty much restored to his normal body, except that he's got a red ribbon tattoo on his chest. He doesn't know what that's about. And Frieza pretty much only just noticing that himself.
Well, looks like the good doctor down there decided to give me a bit of his personal touch. Not sure how I feel about that. But no matter. First, I have you two to fry.
And well, Frieza begins to power up, but King Cold thinks, nah, this is just what's gonna happen. Same thing's just gonna happen last time, like it did last time. Oh no, Frieza is a lot more powerful now. And basically, Frieza just blows away King Cold like it's nothing. And then, pretty much charges, looks to his brother.
Well, brother. I guess it's been quite a while, hasn't it?
You had no right to take out Father, Frieza. That was my job.
Come now, brother. I did the exact same thing that you wanted to do. Keep in mind, he wronged both of us. Now you've got a choice. You can either take your little squadron there, go back to wherever it was Father dumped you, or you can meet him again in the afterlife.
However, King Cold, Cooler, is not budging one little bit, and he orders his squadron to attack him. And of course, they're very similar to the Ginyu Force in some ways, but Frieza pretty much takes them out with one burst of his aura, and well, King Cold then powers up to his fifth form, and we got an all-out match happening between Cooler and Frieza. Now, the rest of the Dragon team, they can only sense what's roughly going on there. Remember, they can't sense Frieza. So far as they can tell, Cooler's powering up and shooting wildly at nothing, and somehow is being weakened, beaten, and then eventually defeated because Frieza does him away as well, without having to transform into a fifth form. And so, like that, Frieza has his revenge. Now, he does know the Dragon team is down there. He can sense them. However, he's thinking not to do anything yet, because Dr. Gero made it clear they won't be able to sense them. He could get back at them later when they're not suspecting something may have, taken out these guys. And, after all, it would be one of him against a Super Saiyan Goku, who has since instant transmitted to the planet after sensing this weird thing that was going on. Against a Super Saiyan Goku and pretty much Gohan, Vegeta, and all the other powerhouses that are down there waiting for him, it could go badly for the Emperor, especially when he doesn't understand the own scope of his own power yet. So, at least Frieza did learn a little bit something from Goku and is choosing to proceed with caution at this time and decides to go back to the laboratory. And well, as Frieza does awake there and does arrive there, he finds that the laboratory is surprisingly quiet. Dr. Gero is supposedly nowhere to be found. It's all silent and quiet, but suddenly the doors do shut behind him, and Gero does spring out on him and shuts Frieza down.
There you go, Frieza. I did keep my word. I did let you have your little revenge against your father. However, you're still a little bit too out of control for me. You will fulfill your end of the bargain eventually. But until then, I'm gonna put you somewhere where you can be trusted. Into another one of those opening door casket things with the letter F on it instead of a number. Same sort of thing 17 and 18 are resting in currently at the moment. And well, Dr. Gero would silently get back to his work. Now, future Trunks would make his presence known to the rest of the Dragon Team and warn them what's about to happen. That their world is about to be conquered by androids. And not just the two androids we're familiar with, 17 and 18, but Android Frieza. He tells him, "What? Frieza? Kakarot, I thought you finished him off."
I thought I did too.
And well, Future Trunks goes on to explain all this. Now, this time around, he's not having a sparring match with Goku, and he's not revealing at all who he is to anybody. It's kind of, gotta make this quick. And everyone already spotted him, so yeah. But much like in the original, he tells Goku he's going to die of a heart virus before he even gets a chance to have his little rematch with Frieza and the androids. And, gives him the heart virus. "Don't you worry, I will turn into a Super Saiyan and I will take them down myself." Trunks, however, basically informs the prince that, basically informs his father that, yeah, you could try that, but you're just gonna die because, according to what he heard from Gohan and Bulma, Vegeta was a Super Saiyan when the androids killed him in his timeline. So just thinking for a minute that Frieza might kill Vegeta twice in this timeline. Remember, Frieza killed him on Namek, and that Frieza might do it again in this timeline. Oh, that's gonna be hitting the prince hard. Then I'll have to get even stronger than that. So, okay, so we got the motivation for Ascended Saiyan early. Okay, cool. So, basically with that, Trunks takes his leave, and basically everyone else is pretty much getting into it and preparing the training for the 3 years' time. But before they leave, before Trunks fully leaves and vanishes, Goku asks, "How come we can't find Frieza now and get rid of him?" And basically, this is where Trunks reveals the startling truth that you won't be able to sense the androids. And if Frieza is now an android, in fact, Trunks reveals that it was actually him just now who killed Cooler and Cold, because from Trunks' history, he already knows this part. You couldn't sense him at all. You won't find him until he reveals himself. And that is startling and scary news. So if Frieza wanted to, he could pop them off whenever he wanted. Luckily, Dr. Gero's put him to sleep now. Nah, he'll wake up Frieza and Android 17 and 18 when he wants to, if he feels he necessarily has to. Gero would rather get his revenge in his own way, as he continues with his project of Android 19, and of course, converting himself into an absorbing model android himself. Figuring, an absorbing model is a bit more obedient. And if he makes himself an android, he might be able to control his creations a bit better. I always thought that was sort of Dr. Giro's idea of making himself into one. And plus, you know, his whole motivations, the whole evolution of the human race becoming androids, that whole chestnut. So yeah. So, with that, everyone is getting into the training, much like they do for the next 3 years, and I think that's where we're going to leave things for right now. So, what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this story? Would you be looking forward to a part 3 of this? This could be our next marathon What If. I might just keep going with this one until I can figure out what to do with the future with the Barney one I'm currently working on. So, as always, leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys again next time. Alright, catch you later.